EA Sports, and we've got ourselves a Super Bowl VIII rematch. It's the Vikings and the Dolphins, and it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
It's had many names, but only one NFL team over the years. We're at the home of the Dolphins, Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida. How you get, everybody? Brock Ewart and Kate Scott with you up in the booth. And Brock, we have a very intriguing matchup of quarterbacks ahead in this contest today.
This is going to be so good, so entertaining because these QBs are so talented, both of them. They don't need any more of an incentive than this because after the game, you know they love to meet up in midfield, right? Well, one of them is going to be making that hard, begrudging handshake with the cameras on. The other, he's going to wear a big smile because he knows what it takes to beat the QB on the other side.
Both teams sitting at 1-2 coming into this one. Somebody's going to get back to 500 here in week 4 as away we go. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Well, here come the Vikings taking the field for their first drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception, and you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, he's got to play some clean ball.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds him over the middle. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. So now here's 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Punter takes the field on fourth down, and he sends this one flying. So the Dolphins offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a proud Samoan and one of your few fellow lefty QBs, Brock, Tua Tagovailoa.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. His team went 0-1, picking up the loss, but he was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week, and neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
And the Vikings rush brings him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That is not a good omen at all. You spend so much time, Kate, on the first 15 plays, and that first play, you've rehearsed it in your head over and over as a quarterback, as an offensive line. You never, ever want to go backwards, have such a negative play, but now you got to flush it and quickly move on.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down. Another try following the sack. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. Throw left side, complete. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. And that punt gets up to 59 yards. And it's going to be Vikings football. First and 10 now from the 30. To give for the first time to Rashad White. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be second and 1. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. And the Dolphins are there to bring him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon. You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Dolphins football. So Miami headed out for its second drive of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3-and-out to begin this game. Off the play fake, here's Tagovailoa. This is caught by Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami. Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
They connect on the deep shot. And in for the Miami touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. On the return, it's Rondale Moore. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. 2nd and 3 now. Algier running behind center. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First and 10, it's a give to White. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
2nd and 6 now. He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. He's got time here. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Vikings getting their punt team out. Tyreek Hill deep for the Dolphins. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. 3rd time they've called on him as he gets this away. Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. No return on that punt. And they're going to take over possession. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They'll start the drive with Achane. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
44, ready.
2 now from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. 1st down, here's Tua. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And no turnover, it's going to stay with the offense.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Trying again following the sack. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that's gonna leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I don't know why, Kate, but when I'm thinking of this series that we all just watched, I'm just hearing the sound thud. Not a whole lot of other ways to describe the set of downs that we just watched and the results that followed. It was 3rd and extra long, and now it's 4th and forever.
On again comes Jake Camarda to punt this away. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. First punt win 45 yards. This looks considerably further. The Vikings now set to take the field. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
They've got first down from the 31. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Grabbed by Jordan Addison. The big play nets him 17 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Minnesota.
A give right side. Here's Algier. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So they're left facing 3rd and long. McCarthy to throw it. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. The Dolphins sending their offense back out there. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Tagovailoa now working from the gun. That's caught, Devon Achane. And he's brought down for a loss. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Hard Rock Stadium right after this. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They have 2nd and pretty long here. Tagovailoa now. Dumped off to his running back. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Tagovailoa facing 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Hey, get set.
Here's Tua again. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. That punt goes unanswered, no return there. And the Vikings are going to take over from deep in their own side. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. That's to his back. Here's Rashad White. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Hit applied by Bradley Chubb. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 19. Escapes out to the left. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he has a massive gain in style, sliding in safely after a tremendous pickup. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They strike for 23 yards. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Receiver in motion, going left. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Play brought to an end by Jalen Ramsey. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. A give to Algier on the inside handoff. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by Jordan Brooks. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Gay's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He fields it from the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Miami set to take over once again on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Tagovailoa on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap now to Tagovailoa. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Going play action, Tagovailoa. Vacates quickly left side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Finds a man, right side. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Tagovailoa on first down. Stays. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's Tua. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half. You better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game. A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Moore with a return. Return's looking good so far. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Getting out to his left. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. From the gun, they go with Algier. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. We've hit the 2-minute warning now at Hard Rock. It's the Vikings. Backed up here on 3rd and 15. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. McCarthy operating from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. Punting unit out now. Averaging a little under 50 a kick so far, Brock, as he gets away another one. And a fair catch made here at the 17. So no return on that punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. The Miami offense headed out there now. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Let's be real clear, there is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes, and it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
Second down carry for Achan. And he found some running room for a nice gain. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this third down. They'll stick with A-Chain. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Jake Camarda on to punt. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And it's going to be Vikings football. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. Brought in left side by Jefferson. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down that time by Kendall Fuller. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. The Dolphins with an extra DB out there. Third down coming. Throwing from the gun here. He'll fling it deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 25. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Back to the air, McCarthy. Throwing the out route complete.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run, break tackles, and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A very short kick here from the right hash. Gay's kick is good. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So we've reached halftime down here in Miami. The Dolphins have the lead. Now we'll send you up to Orlando, our studios there, for Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Cleveland Browns Stadium in Cleveland, where you see the final score there. 28-13, the final score. It was a strong first half from the lefty, Tua Tagovailoa. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Dolphins getting their offense out there to start off this second half. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up, and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Second half begins with a run by A-Chan. And they stop him after a good run that takes him down inside the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 39. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front seven telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Trying to find his tight end. And that makes it fourth down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and third downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Looking to throw, McCarthy. Able to find Hawkinson. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. And the Dolphins in a nickel set for this third down. On the option, it's Algier. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Algier with another carry. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 13 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Now it's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Moore. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. From the 48. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
You know, one thing I've noticed, Kate, coaching youth football, everybody wants their kid to play quarterback. That is, until they get knocked to the mat. And that's now 5 sacks in this game, let alone the number of times the quarterback's been flushed as well. Not everybody is built to play quarterback.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. McCarthy looking to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love third downs and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. The Dolphins are back on offense. Tua Tagovailoa out there once again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. First down, here's Tua. He throws a bullet deep to the right. He's got it deep downfield. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins now lead by 10. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. You gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Dolphins drive their lead to 11. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The Vikings offense back to the field now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
He'll get this to Jefferson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. And he let his man